Here we are, once again. How's it going, gang? We've made it through a whole other year. It's getting weird now, man. It's getting weirder and weirder. The second I notice we're entering this, this season, it's like, we're here again. Holy shit, it's a whole year. Fucking crazy. Isn't it mad how, this time next year, we're gonna have a whole new batch of 50 albums that we fucking love that we don't know anything about right now? 100 songs, 200 songs that that are not in our brains right now. We don't have them, we don't know them, we haven't heard them. 1 year later, we're gonna have hundreds more songs in our lives that we fucking love. Isn't that so exciting? That to me is so cool. Just thinking about that. Oh man, I love that shit. And here we're about to celebrate all the good shit we got this year. Ryan's gonna just share his favorites, and as always, I'm gonna respect the list. You know, I respect Ryan. He's a hard fucker to please. I honestly don't know what his taste is. I'm gonna be honest. There are so many. It doesn't make any sense to me that he gave Fountain Baby a 5. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see how that isn't the most Ryan Leith album. Based off what I know his taste to be, bro. How is that Armoray not why is he not eating that shit up? I don't see what the deal is with that. But I can't pin down this fucker. I'll hear some shit and think, oh, this sounds like some Ryan shit. And sometimes he'll be like, oh yeah, this is cool. But I don't even know really what defines this dude's taste. But I know he likes his pop shit. I know he likes his disco-y R&B shit. So I'm thinking number one on this list is going to be Jessie Ware or that boring behind Carolyn Polo. That freaking Cheeks Carolyn Polachek album. And if it is, I'm unsubscribing. But yeah, Ryan Leith ain't for me no more if that's number one. I missed the O. The old Ryan would have never liked that album. Oh, why is the fucking sound doing that crackly thing it always does? So you're hearing that crackle? It always seems to be doing that now whenever I record a YouTube video. It's pissing me off, mate. Okay, I've downloaded the video to MP4. We're going to do it that way. To get rid of the crackle. So. There we go.
Oh yes, we are here again. It comes around so bloody.
It's getting
quickly.
It's
so
crazy.
Bloody quickly. Every single. We're suddenly at the end of the year, and we've got it.
I was gonna get that poster that you got for Christmas for my fucking grandparents, but I didn't.
Do year-end lists again. And it's so hyped up. It's like mini Christmas before Christmas. It's so good.
Yeah.
And here we are with the top.
Look at the smile on this motherfucker's face.
50.
Look at this smile, bro.
Albums of the. Should have watched the previous videos of.
Oh, I did. You said Shit Talk was the song of the year. Great choice. Amazing song.
My 2023 year-end list series. I hope you've been keeping up with it. I've done the songs. I've done honourable, the best artwork of the year. I've done all kinds of ones.
I didn't see the best artwork of the year. I'm gonna have to check that out soon.
This year, so please make sure you're keeping up with all of those and then watch this. I know it's not been the best year for music. It's been a bit of a weakie.
I agree. I would agree with that.
And we get it sometimes.
You know what? It's cool though because movies been going crazy and games been going crazy. So
sometimes this
I'm chilling.
Hits us. We get a bit of a weaker year, but at the end of the day,
every now and then you need a mid-year, bro. You need a.
Music is still music, and there's still been amazing music.
There's always gonna be great music, regardless.
You got to keep up. You got to keep digging. You've got to keep looking for those gems because they don't.
He's like, by the way, I got a picture. Like halfway through the speech, he's like, hey, let me plug my
always
picture. He was editing this like, yo, I'm spitting some facts right now. I think they're going to be on my side. Now's a good chance to
help you with that. I am there as well if you love what I do. It would be really, really amazing to see more people swap. Let's go. 50. We're starting it with something
good choice.
Wacky and mad from Lonnie Holly, Oh Me Oh My. And Oh Me Oh My, that is a reaction you're going to give this album when you give it a listen.
Man, shout out to Ryan's wordplay skill. The Pink Panther-esque description, that took me so long. Because Ryan hit me up like, yo, I know you appreciate the descriptions. Check the description I did for Pink Panther-esque. I'm really proud of it. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't get it. 3 days later when it clicked, oh my God. This man, I was unfamiliar with with your game, so.
Trust me. 49, we've got Yule's Soft Star.
I love this album.
the most.
album.
I think it's really cool. And then at 48, we've got Child, who is one of the
I'm
more...
covering up the album covers. I could just slot myself down here, maybe. That seems okay with me. Go.
Interesting R&B indie rock albums of the year from Wednesday. You're seeing this on a lot of...
Bro, I haven't actually heard this yet, but I got it saved. I literally added it to... I do this thing sometimes when I'll go through my saved albums. I'll like scroll through like the deep trenches of it, and I'll see shit that I meant to be listening to like months ago that I just never got around to, and I'll unsave it and resave it so it comes back to the top, so it can like catch my attention again. And I did that with this album, so it's now sitting nice and pretty at the very top of my recently saved album, so it's right there, fresh in my head. I know I gotta check this out soon. I've been hearing it's a great album. Thank you for reminding me that it is a great album by putting it on your list, Ryan, my good man.
Year-end lists, and for good reason. It's super critically acclaimed. Best rappers of all time, still absolutely killing it, quality still project, dropping music. And then at number 45, we've got Ana Frango Electrico, who is just a really that just drops really cute, catchy pop tunes. The album from 2019 was really good as well. Really loving what the Japanese house does with them. Music. I guess this is my boy G.
Cause it's sad to breathe the air when you're there. Such a fucking tune. Boyhood, bro.
Genius of the year with some pop tunes thrown in there as well. Got Barry Can't Swim. What a great artist.
Oh, yo, I actually started listening to this. It was sounding really good, man. It was on the minibus. It was like a 15-minute journey though, so I didn't get through the whole album. I just started it for that journey, but it was lovely, man. Great production, bro.
And that is
amazing
really cool.
Production.
Barry Can't Swim.
I'm gonna have to check out more of this.
The massive comeback album. He finally came back. Sampha with Lahai. Oh my gosh, Sampha.
Only you.
Finally came back. Woo! It's a really beautiful.
That little you. He doesn't.
Full album.
So good.
Shimmering
bliss.
I like it quite a bit. 2021 at 41, a really cool album here.
My brain just short circuit.
That's built around Plunderphonics.
Hey, that cover art is crazy. It reminds me of Viewfinder.
Plunderphonics, not Plunderphonics. That's my phonics having a problem there, isn't it? Plunderphonics type stuff. With number 40, we've got A Beacon School, which is this kind of dreamy pop album.
These cover arts I'm seeing today.
And that's really lovely. 39, Home Is Where. Home Is Where.
I didn't hear this, but I did know of it.
What a really good emo album here coming. It is a bit of a shame that people aren't talking.
Oh, you said it, buddy.
Talking about this one as much as Drunk Tank Pink. I guess it's not quite as good as that album. I still think it's a very good release.
This was a good album. Yeah, people should be mentioning
we've got
this more.
Rat Boys with one of the best indie rock albums of the year.
Rat Boys,
really liking what they're doing. And then at number 36, we've got this album.
Oh, really? Damn. I didn't expect to see this on your list, Ryan. Shit, pretty good though. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. But hey, I just wouldn't have thought you would have put this on your list.
Always actually had a soft spot for Foo Fighters, so
well, hey, fuck me, right?
Some of their previous albums would make year-end lists
that one
as
up.
well. See that people are actually showcasing that they've got a bit more respect for Foo Fighters this year than they probably previously did.
Yeah,
anyway.
Shame it takes someone passing away for that to happen. But yeah, Foo Fighters, they've never really been a bad band. Like they're not necessarily my favorite band, but they've always been like quality really good to some extent.
At number 35, we've got Jeff Rosenstock with Hell Mode. The guy just doesn't miss, basically. So I mean, I'm not saying the full name. I'm just going to call him Psychedelic Crumpet.
Bro's too scared to say the word. You know what? Knowing how YouTube is, bro, I feel you.
You Google that and you'll get Carly Rae Jepsen with The Loveliest Time. And
bro,
my God,
bro, I hope you're going to make a point about how these B-side albums are always like leagues better than the A-side.
I'm lying, it is The Loveliest Time. Some of the best pop songs appear on this album this year. Do not miss Carly Rae Jepsen. She's not just the Call Me Maybe girl. She drops tracks like Psychedelic Switch.
I don't think he's going to make the point. Hold on.
Kamikaze, Shy Boy. Fantastic stuff. Next,
Alright, so I'll make the point. Basically, Carly Rae Jepsen always drops like a B-sides album for each album. And it's always better than the fucking A-side. Every time. I'm sorry, it is. They're always more interesting, more explosive, more daring. And I think Ryan made a good point about how he feels like maybe the label has some input on the A-side, because that's the big commercial release with the singles and stuff. And maybe Carly gets to sort of play around and have fun and do her thing a bit more on the B-sides. Because, bro, I hear that so clearly. I would not be shocked if there's some truth to that. Again, who knows? Yeah, I really do feel like he might be onto something, man. This man might be, Detective Ryan might be going crazy.
Friend Zone, who are legends, absolute legends. If you are a fan of Clams Casino, but you don't listen or haven't heard of Friend Zone,
that's me. You just described me right there, bro.
You have absolutely done yourself a disservice.
Oh, fuck, have I really?
As good as anything Clams Casino ever did, and they're still here making...
I'm fucking up, you guys.
Music. It's absolutely lovely, wonderful stuff.
I can't believe I do that to myself, man.
At number 39, you may remember Aluna George. Well,
Aluna is now her name. Yeah.
No, it's just gone solo now.
Oh, God, check this. I like Aluna, man. The Aluna George stuff was tight. So, I really loved her stuff with Disclosure.
Some of the best dance tracks of the
world. I feel like Ryan's got
really
such class taste in pop music. I'll have to check this out. I always feel like he's got a similar ear to me when it comes to pop hits. Except for Carolyn Polishek, but I love Cleo.
At number 27 here, we've got Kamal with one of the most vibrant and...
This was trash. Ryan was literally trying to get me to do one of the songs off this for the mid-year list. He was like, yo, I feel like you'd like this. That shit was butt. Oh my God. Talk about the vibe. Bro, that shit was terrible, man. Are you kidding me? I heard the whole album. It was all like that. Yeah, skip this one, guys. Don't listen to Ryan. Album. This artist, he's a piece of shit. Don't listen to him. Nah, I'm playing. Check out the album for yourself. I just thought it sucked. But,
very.
That's just me being a hater.
Near 26.
I'm being a massive.
Kino Tech.
Oh, this album's great though.
Who has really come into their own this year.
I love how powerful the drums on this album are. They just fucking smack you right in your temples.
Bass, jungle. Again, I keep saying neo soul, but there's quite a few neo soul albums popping.
Mate, you gotta calm down saying neo soul so much.
Doing number 24. We've got the.
Yo, this looks like getting Bomb Rush Cyberpunk vibes from this, bro. I gotta check it. I gotta check it out.
Really
oh, it's like hard rock though. It's not gonna sound like that. I want to try this. You was talking highly about this.
Punky hip hop albums of the year. I absolutely love her wise, motherly approach to these country tracks. I think she absolutely nails it. She just is back to her best with this one for me. Top 20 now. We're in the top 20. We've made it to the big boys, and we've got Katie Gately next with
oh shit, she dropped
an album that's super indispensable.
Ryan be digging through the trenches, bro. I swear. This was meant to be really good, wasn't it? I only heard a few songs from it, but it was sounding really nice.
Pretty harsh.
We got the Oliver Sims album. We got the ROWE album. Now all we need. And when I say need, I really mean fucking need. I know it's like an exaggeration to say, oh, I need this. It's like, you don't really, but no, I'm sorry. I'm not fucking... We need... The society we live in needs... the population of the world are in dire, desperate need of a new Jamie XX album. I will... It's about to be 10 years since In Color came out. It's getting crazy. It's getting fucking crazy. I need that shit yesterday. I need it 3 years ago. God damn, Jamie XX. You made the most warm and delicate and magical electronic album like ever. And then you just never followed it up. And I love you, buddy. Do your thing, but man oh man is again tough out here in these streets, bro.
Cool. Jason Isbell on the 400 unit at 18. Good God, this is just a fantastic album once again from Jason Isbell.
Never
the writing
listen to his music.
Is just next level, just unbelievably brilliant.
Like a talented artist.
Yeah, what can I say about Jason Isbell at this point? He's truly one of the best singer-songwriters of
not
our
really
time,
high my priority list,
but he proves
hey.
it time and time again. So reflective,
I'll make sure to
honest and earnest.
Consider giving
in
it a
the way
go
that he kind of just looks back on some of the mistakes he makes and is just so clear about that and doesn't make excuses. I just absolutely loved his writing style. It's so interesting. And yeah, he absolutely nailed it. Wheel Starks at number 17, complete opposite.
Yeah,
exciting.
So
20
it sounds like
album.
a waterfall
You've
coming
got
to
enough
life
time
and
to
growing
listen
arms
to this
and
on your lunch
partying
break.
with
Just
it,
give it a try. How could I DJ, one of the best house artists of our time?
I know it's stupid. Like in the second half, the little like that song right there. I know it's stupid. Oh my goodness. Incredible song. This album is
again
immaculate.
Absolutely destroys everyone's attempts to listen to her albums in one go and
it's not possible, man. It's not possible. As someone who's done it, for real, like actually done it. It's not
our
possible.
album this time. Just how about we increase it to 4 hours?
Fucking
Thanks,
mental,
DJ Sabrina.
man.
I've only managed to listen to this like 1.5 times or whatever, but I still like it a lot when I do hear it. 15, we got Young Fathers, one of the biggest growers of the year.
Chill out, man. Nah, bro. 15, man. Man, this album wasn't that good, man. I say this as a huge Young Fathers fan. Bro, this album got like 2 good songs, and they just copy and paste those songs the whole time. 32 minutes of like, it sounds like B-sides to me, bro. I really don't see it. Look, I can be a hater all I want. Truth is, it's all coming from a place of sadness, because I love Young Fathers, and I heard this album, I was disappointed. I was so disappointed. I was like, I've been waiting how long? Like 4 years for a new Young Fathers, and this album just wasn't doing shit for me, and it really hurt, because I was pumped. I've been waiting. I was ready, and it came out. First few listens, I was like, all right, cool. And then 3 or 4 listens later, I was like, I don't really feel like hearing this ever again. I was like, man, I'll just go listen to the other ones because they got more interesting ideas to me. So look, I'm glad you thought it was sick. I'm glad you thought it was great. Number 15 on your list is nothing to sneeze at. You love the album, and that's wonderful. You didn't have that experience of being disappointed like I did, and I'm just jealous, really. That's all this. It's just me being jealous, me being all like, that's all it is, man. I was just so excited for it, and I just don't think it's a great album at all. I think it's extremely egregiously mid, unfortunately. But I'm the loser here, aren't I?
Ended up 15.
What can I do about that? I've tried listening to it. I've tried enjoying myself.
It's just a fantastic album that is just so euphoric. And best British artists around it right now. So unique in how they approach.
This one just felt safe as fuck to me, man.
At number 14, we got Glaive with his late
14.
This album that I'm the only person in the world that likes.
Mate, no, it's on my list, bro.
I thought it was friggin' great.
It's on my list.
I like it.
I really like it too. I feel you though, because people were hating on this shit. People were really not fucking with the switch up in the direction of it. But yeah, I think he smashed it. It's very, very appropriate for his like boyish kind of vocal style. I feel like he fits it really, really comfortably.
Everyone else seemed to think it was terrible, and everyone thought he was selling out.
I don't see that. I feel like if you were to be selling out, you would not make this album. I feel like if you were really trying to sell out and like cash in on some shit, I don't know. This album sounded extremely vulnerable. It felt like a brittle casing being burst open with just pure pent up emotion. It really felt like tangibly like a from the soul, like explosive like diary entry or something. You don't make that kind of album when you're selling out. So I really don't see that. I think people just wanted more of the glitchy experimental hyperpop shit. And when they didn't get that, they're like, they don't want to look any deeper. They're like, oh yeah, it's not that. That's what I want. So it sucks. But nah, man, like he killed it. He killed this shit. He had a really clear vision for it. Like obviously to me, I think he did a great job.
Parannoul at number 13 with
I heard Parade, because you put
Parade.
You put Parade on your songs of the year. I heard that song by itself. It was so fucking good, dude. I actually need to listen to this album. I haven't even heard it yet. It came out the beginning of the year, too. I had all the chances in the world to check it out.
Nico Polo at number 12 with the stunning folk album.
This shit's butt, bro.
From her. And I may as well hit you with number 11 before we get into the top 10. Let's move this forward.
Yeah, you may as well hit us with number 11 before you get into the top 10, because, I mean, that would be kind of weird if you got through the top 10 and then suddenly, like, after you review number 1, you're like, oh, by the way, number 11 was fucking vale-smith, you know, like, that'd be really weird if you did that. But I don't know, what's your number 11 going to be? What would it actually... Let's try and guess Ryan Leith's number 11. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to guess a hip-hop album, and I'm going to guess you're going to say this was the hip-hop album of the year.
Alley Blue, one of the best hip-hop albums.
I swear to God. I swear to you, bro. I did not look up. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
The year, you've probably noticed there hasn't been too much hip hop on this list. I don't think it's been the strongest year for rap, to be honest with you.
I swear to you, I was about to say in my prediction it's going to be a hip hop album, and you're going to say it's one of the best, and you're going to make a point about how it hasn't been a strong year for hip hop. I was about to say that, but I stopped myself because I didn't want to get too, like, overly, you know, presumptuous. That's fucking weird. That is fucking weird. Why did that just happen? I didn't know that was... What?
I've been absolutely all over this Callum Blue album.
I'm
It
a
is
genius.
really catchy.
Legend, by the way. I love this album. Back up.
Straight to the point.
I'm back in this bitch. I'm back on my ones. I'm back in this bitch. I'm back on my ones. I'm back in this bitch. I'm back on my ones. You know how it is. You're back on this bitch. I'm back on my ones. I'm back on this bitch. No limit to my talent.
Flows are really excellent as well. This had to be on my list,
amazing.
and I'm not going to. We've got George Clanton with Urapaya, which is a fantastic.
Oh, the list is getting juicy now, baby.
He's nailed it once again. There's
always a stretch on Ryan's list where I'm like, fuck yeah, like every single one is like, let's go. I think we're entering that stretch.
But this time around, Hidden Places too. With
everything that I want.
Seeing a little bit of that come through from a lot of the
truly don't know what
At
the
number
fuck
9,
else.
we've got what I think is hip hop album of the year from the Dixon.
Sorry, Billy Woods fans. Fuck you. No, Billy Woods doesn't have my hip hop album of the year is Color Blue. But that Billy Woods album was amazing. So fuck you. But yeah, hey, whatever. Sorry, Billy Woods, bro. The cockiness, man. I love it. Man, McKinley Dixon's album was sick, though.
I love this one.
Really
the first time tracks like Run, Run, Run are absolutely fantastic.
I'm not crazy, because Run, Run, Run to me is like by far the worst track on there. I find that piano line really cheesy. The main piano loop, I find it corny as fuck. It sounds so ugly to me. But the album's really good. I don't know. That's like the one everyone says rocks. And I feel like I'm an outsider when I say that one to me that's like the one track on there that I'm just like, I find a bit too yucky. I just find it like, it doesn't have a nice vibe to me at all. The rest of the album's sick. He stepped up big time on
how
here.
much
Definitely.
attention to detail has gone into the production,
Yeah, it's like mad detail. Like, I love it when an album has like something to react to every single like microsecond. Like, I really appreciate an album that's just jam-packed with exciting things.
Like another one that might be a bit overlooked in the hip-hop world this year, but for me, I struggle to see...
I agree, bro. Every time you go on social media, you look online on hip-hop, rate your music, whatever, it's just like, who dropped the better album? Lil Uzi, bro. Like, rank these 4. Future, Gunna. It's like every time it's the same 8-9 rappers, bro. And then the underground fans, they're all obsessed with Billy Woods and shit. And like Earl Sweatshirt and Mike. And then somewhere in there you do have like a crossover with where people listen to like Saba and Jid and like Smino and shit. But like, I don't know, McKinley Dixon hasn't really found like the place to be like, I don't know, maybe a few more albums later he'll get to that point where people start like saying like, we need to put some respect on McKinley Dixon. But yeah, I feel you. I feel like it might go a little overlooked, but this guy's definitely got something that I would imagine the majority of like true hip-hop lovers would really connect with. So it's a shame to see that, but I feel like you're right about that.
Breakout band Geese at number 8. Absolutely adore what they do.
Could have guessed this, but yeah, I haven't actually heard this yet.
They are just...
I have been meaning to.
Absolutely.
They seem like they're pretty good.
Wacky. Of course, then...
I feel like I should like this album cover, but I don't. I find it really ugly. Sorry, that was just kind of unnecessary. Anyway.
From that scene, exactly.
I'll give it a try
I
soon.
think they are one of the best rock bands.
I'll give it a try. Let me take a minute to...
At number 7 now, we've got Anoni and the Johnsons.
Anoni, of course.
What an album this is.
Of course. Like, I'm trying to think, because we're getting to the top. Like, what are the top ones we can expect? Carolyn Polachek and Jessie Ware came to my mind right away, like right before we even started. Those were just the two. But yeah, what else could we have on here, man? Oh, Sophia Cortesis.
So powerful.
I would love to see that. She had a great
hard.
album, man.
I've said it already, but I just wasn't familiar with Anoni's game.
I was so shocked by how amazing this album was. It's easily one of my top of the year, dude. I should have done my review for it. I literally had written out and like not recorded, but I had like a plan mapped out for a review for this, but it just never ended up happening. And also the PJ Harvey album, but yeah, I just never had the time, I guess. When I could have made it, the motivation to make it wasn't there for whatever reason, but I regret that. Especially this one. I love this album. Loads.
But this is really high up on my list, and I don't think I would have anticipated it when it initially came out.
Is this the Sophia?
But when you just can't deny something, you can't deny it, man. And Pink Pantheress with her album here, Heaven Knows.
Bro, of course. I literally just heard it like the other day. It's really good. It probably would be on my list too. I have to think about it, listen to it a few more times to be sure, but some of the most wonderful pop music of the year. Like, just the little melodies that get me. There's so much ear candy happening when there doesn't need to be. Like, I love that shit, dude. She chucks in so many little pretty moments in her tracks. The McFly interpolation is
it
class.
Sort of falls in some of her old 2000s.
Oh yeah, there's definitely. I definitely do feel like she's like hanging onto the crutch of that kind of UK garage, like melodic sort of old school. But she brings it to a modern audience in a way that's appropriate and refreshing. But I definitely think there is room for evolution. It kind of feels like the mixtape she dropped, but like a bit higher budget and just a bit more extended. But which is ultimately not a bad thing, because that mixtape was sick and really showed some potential. And she definitely capitalized on that potential with bringing you some great songs here. But I fully feel you. She has got room to explode into an amazing, amazing show-stopping artist. I can hear the fucking vision, man. I can see it for sure.
But I do think some of the features could have been a bit better. Central C, for example. But...
I knew you was about to say Central C. I was like, he gave a little. I love the little pause you did there. Like, some of the features could be better. Central C, yeah.
Sophia Cortesis.
There it is. I knew he was going to do
And this is the one house album you're seeing on absolutely every list. And I've got to say,
good, man.
All the publications got it right with this one. This is as good as people are saying.
Fucking amen, brother.
I think this is.
Bro, that one track with that sample, it's like. No, with that piano. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh, what a good loop that shit is, man.
An album that I feel like's been forgotten about a little bit. I'm not quite sure why, but Black Country New Road. Don't forget about Black Country New Road, guys.
You know what? I gotta be honest. You're right, because I fucking forgot. I fully forgot about this album. I can't even lie, bro. That was this year. It was excellent, bro. I only heard it like twice. Because, I guess like other music was in the rotation, but I can't even lie. I don't think I can name a recent year where I have like spammed the same albums. Well, you saw it in the Spotify rap. Like, it was just King Krul, Eve Toomer, King Krul, Arma Ray, Eve Toomer, King Krul, Jordan Ward. Like, it was literally, I was just bumping that all fucking year, bro. So many great albums like that I do genuinely love got so sidelined. Like, I would have spent way more time, more evenly with them, but I was so in love with those records. Like, this was one of those albums where I really should have probably paid more attention to it, because it deserved it. It was excellent.
All things considered, too, it's a pretty crazy achievement to have been able to put an album like this together so brilliantly when you've lost. It was pretty one of a kind. He was a weird,
I feel that, like,
strange
you
vocalist.
You can't duplicate that man, bro.
But they managed to make it work here and there.
It is pretty fascinating.
Made for
they managed to reinvent themselves, push themselves forward, and also give you the core appeal of the band, despite losing like the most like standout kind of member. Like his vocals and lyrics were the reason I really started to pay attention. Like when I first like discovered Black Country New Road, that was the part that stood out the most to me. Was Isaac Woods' just presence was so crazy. But yeah, they managed to pull something really amazing and show-stopping off on this record, despite the lack of Isaac Wood, which is very cool.
They don't suffer. I don't understand how they don't suffer.
They just flourished even more.
Wouldn't have been able to do this when they've lost their singer.
It's like, goddamn.
At number 3 now, we have an album that's been bumped up ever so slightly, because initially I didn't give this a 9 out of 10 on review, but is now.
Oh, is this this is Carolyn Polish
10? It should have always.
Because I saw you did that on the old Rate Your Music. The last time I used that godforsaken website, I did acknowledge that you I went onto your page and I saw that you had given this. So yeah, this is going to be,
if we're being honest. But Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want.
One album, man.
Just couldn't deny it any longer. There's so much versatility across this.
How do you get over the whole thing with the hooks being not good?
So many tracks.
Like, I need to know how I'm struggling with that.
That just don't sound like one.
And really like horrible drum choices the entire time. Like, it was really drab the way it was produced. How do you get over that?
Pretty Impossible sounds nothing like Bunny is a Rider. Bunny is a Rider.
Yeah, but it's all trash.
Sounds nothing like Sunset. Sunset sounds.
Bunny is a Rider fucking sucks, man.
Like
Flight
to You. Flight, that sounds nothing like Billions, and yet it's still.
Yeah, it's still all trash. Like, how does she do it?
Like, comes together in flaws.
Okay, full disclosure, I dislike this album a lot, but she's doing something in pop that no one else is doing, that clearly is striking a chord with a lot of people, so all I can do is admire that and respect that. I'm not going to listen to it, but that's fine. Plenty of other people are, and she's inspiring thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. So at the end of the day, my opinion is just my opinion. That's all it is. I'm just having a laugh. and poking fun at my good man Ryan here. Ryan's a legend. We love Ryan, and I know he loves this album. I knew he was gonna love this album when I heard it, because his taste is trash. But sorry, I had to sneak in something. No, but yeah, this album wasn't that special or memorable or exciting to me. It bored the fuck out of me, and it had one of my least favorite features in the year with that shitty Grimes verse. I hate this album, but hey, what does that matter? Why does it fucking matter that I hate it? Who gives a shit?
Every single time. She is the best vocalist in pop music around right now.
I wouldn't even argue that too. She's actually an insanely good singer. Definitely excited me on here. I mean, sometimes she would layer it up a little too much for me. Like on one of the songs, it was just like incessant layer upon layer upon layer of just like her crazy like soaring voice, which was kind of cool at first, but yeah. Why is it so easy for me to just slip into like fucking hater mode? Like, let me just stop talking.
I've said it since it dropped. I still stand by that. Has so much range with, so much dynamics to it as well. One of a
You know what that fucking means.
Kind artist having such a resurgence late in her career too. I mean, she's approaching 40 and she's dropping music like this. Like usually the music industry says goodbye. If you haven't heard this from 2023 and you're thinking pop music's dry or pop music just isn't very good,
you are correct.
One of the most expressive and interesting pop artists of our time gave us this album.
You know what's wild too? He's about to talk about Jessie Ware, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah. Masterful fucking album cover. It's actually one of the best album covers of the year. I will say that. It's incredible. Couldn't have picked a higher quality image for the cover art. Bro got the fucking 300 by 300 Wikipedia JPEG. No. I think it just needed more Travis Barker, to be honest.
Number 2 now.
Would have made it my thing.
Can you?
Well, I don't. There's one more in here I'm not thinking.
Figure
of.
it out. Can you tell me what my
myself.
album of the year is gonna be? Can you?
So number 1's gonna be Jessie Ware.
Can you? Well, at number 2, we've got Jessie.
Well, damn. I don't know. Shit, what else even is there?
Where that feels...
You don't
like
when an album
shit,
just
bro?
Feels like no, is it going to be fucking... No, is it actually going to be Sufjan Stevens?
Into a more disco sound.
Oh, wait, it could be Sufjan Stevens.
So it's like, there's ways to improve on this, and I personally think she massively improved on it with That Feels Good. They're way groovier.
They're not,
They're
way more stagnant to me, man. This album felt stiff as fuck. I don't see any of this. It's one of those albums where it's like everything about it is like well done. You know, it's like one of those ones where it's like everything about the music is executed super well, but it just felt way too like hollow and stiff. It felt like a product to me, bro. Yeah, like it all sounded like technically good. Like everything about it was executed well. Like as far as the chord progressions and melodies and just like vocal stylings and everything, it all felt a little too just by the books to me, bro. Whereas there was just more like fluidity and excitement and just like experimentation going on with the last one. So like I can't even hate. It was all well done, I guess. I guess I just connected more with the hooks and the tunes on the last one, because I felt this one was
with the disco sound, isn't it? Really, it just
but
feels
hey,
made
I'm
for
glad
me.
You like
this
it,
type of, but what could be number 1? Well, I'm actually sure you could probably figure it out this year.
Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm not crazy.
Previous album of the years for me tend to be very personal to me. There's a very specific reason as to why it's my album of the year, but then if you go to other
I'm sitting my ass down and listening,
YouTube
don't you
channels, you don't tend to see that album be their album of the year. And I don't do that intentionally. I just feel like I
feel you,
have those as my album of the years for whatever reason.
You just keep it real, keep it about, keep it honest with you, and I appreciate you for that, and I respect your list always. Even though I'm slandering them and like making jokes about them 24/7, I am actually low-key in the back of my head respecting.
These are albums that I absolutely adore, but they might not be album of the year to everyone else. But I think this year, I may be on the same train as many other people. I think many people will be calling this album
a boy genius.
And it feels nice to share that for once, you know.
To feel I like that.
I'm not alone in this one. Sufjan Stevens, Javelin, album of the year, without question for me this year. The minute it came out, I was like,
I like that you said that part about you can all share it, because I would have been slandering the fuck out of you if you gave Jessie or Carolyn. I'm glad I can rejoice in your number 1 for once, because I'm still not over the crushing loss of Aries and Pierre Bourne getting snubbed by fucking what's her name? I don't even know her name, bro. Fully forgot what her name was, bro. Oh my god. What was that album? It was mid, man. that shit stung, because obviously what you choose my happiness fully hinges on what you choose as your favorite album of the year. So I'm glad I can rejoice with you in being a fellow Javelin lover. I think this album's absolutely outstanding. So I'm down.
Really inserted himself now as a GOAT singer-songwriter. Like,
Amen.
he already was kind of in that conversation.
I was going to say, he low-key already
was.
With
how brilliant his...
But that's the beauty of it, though. He didn't even need to go this crazy. He could have chilled. His GOAT status was cemented in history. Yet he said, no, I'm going to come through with one of the best late career W's in history and make a soul-crushing, magical singer-songwriter album that's unlike anything you heard this year.
Doing it again and again.
Because I thought he was low-key kind of washed after he's been doing
like
these 6-hour-long ambient albums, that weird collab one, Poria, whatever it was called. And The Ascension was like, okay, cool, this is cool, but you kind of like, you pass your prime a little bit. I had all the reasons to believe Sufjan wasn't going to be hitting this good again. But no, he came through with an amazing album with a dog shit album cover. I'm not going to lie. This album cover is disgusting.
Remarkable on it. It was way more stripped back.
Yeah, it was more really, like brittle. Yeah, this was sort of like the maximalist counterpart to Carrie Lowell's brittle like sadness.
Okay, whereas this album just feels like you've kind of combined.
That's a really good
early
point.
Eras
I really fucking agree.
Sufjan
Ryan, all these jokes I make about whether I'm talking shit about the artist that you for no reason that you're highlighting, or if I'm slandering you, making these jokes. Again, I just can't emphasize enough. In my eyes, you are a GOAT as well, my good man. You are a wise, seasoned veteran in this music reviewing game, my boy. I always value your observations. I do feel like you, when it comes to like identifying an album in an artist's grander context, and you're brilliant at that, man. And you're able to pull wonderful personal things out from that at the same time, because you're just such a wise legend,
and just
that's what
put
we
it together in one of the most beautiful pieces of music. He never misses.
Sound like you said one of the most abusive pieces.
Emotive,
sound like you said one of the most abusive pieces of music. Wait,
everything, and it hits back.
I mean, I guess if it makes you cry,
of this album as well for release kind of gave it an even bigger.
Yeah, that felt like a Black Star, David Bowie kind of moment, where it's like after the fact you receive information that then provides new context to the album that just makes it like kind of infect your soul a little bit more powerfully
than it already had before.
That really stung.
Good God. Mm-hmm. And when you look at some other singer-songwriters of our time that maybe write sad music and stuff, they might have the vocals or they might have something about them that gets them topping the charts, but they're not. I don't find them to be as detailed as Sufjan or as powerful as Sufjan. There's just something about the emotions.
Yeah, I feel
that
you. Like he rides a really nice line between just very unapologetic honesty and just saying exactly what's on his mind, but also shrouding it in moving imagery and poetry, but not in a way that's too obtuse. He just finds that nice middle ground between just an honest conversational gut punch, like kind of like when you're chatting with someone and you're getting suddenly really deep. Like you kind of get that feeling from Sufjan, but it's coming from someone who's lived a lot and seen a lot, and is able to find really interesting allegories and metaphors to sort of spin these feelings into, and that just makes it all hit that much harder. And I feel like that only just further deepens the impact of what he's saying, at least for me. I get what you mean. Like you don't really get that kind of like careful writing and a lot of like the more emotionally driven singer-songwriter stuff that you might hear on like the charts and stuff. That doesn't really pop up in the way it does with Sufjan. Like he really toes that line so nicely, especially on Javelin, with music that accompanies that so brilliantly with the crescendos he's going here. It's amazing, man.
Missing out on some incredibly beautiful music here. Just one of a kind stuff. Like I say, Sufjan inserts himself in the GOAT conversation. He's a cut above so many other singers, and for legal reasons, just in case I get shared on Instagram again, I can't name other people he is a cut above, but anyway, I think he is.
He's talking about Lewis Capaldi.
Incredible songwriter, incredible
He's
writer.
He's talking about Lewis Capaldi, bro. Well, it's not a Ryan Leith reaction if I don't have a giggle at the comments. Jessie Ware's album was the only one in your top 10 I wasn't quite on board. See, this guy's got sense, class, taste, honor, and swag all in one, off of one sentence alone. Interesting list. A lot of artists I wasn't aware of. Nice. That's what we love to see. Shoo Shoo, that Mandy Indiana album was dog shit. Did not fuck with that at all. PJ Harvey, cool. Anoni, Armand Hammer album is class, man. I really like that. Matana Roberts album was really good too. I still didn't listen to Feeble Little Horse though. Rob Gio, my guy. There are quite a few albums on here that I've included on my own year-end list too. Bro, you put Full Moon Above the Abacus at bottom ranked. You fucker. Yeah, I'm playing. I love you, buddy. My favorite album this year was actually from a Norway prog black metal band called Dodheimsgard. My favorite neo-folk. Oh, once you announce 4, I knew who will be in top 3. Lana Del Rey is the most glaring snub I see, but overall, she can't complain of not getting more than enough acclaim. True. Lana's been getting some mad love, bro. From the Grammy noms to Mr. Fandango to John Denton. She's living the dream, baby. Agree that Javelin deserves number 1. Fuck yeah, it does. Excited to watch your list video. I'm working on the thumbnails for mine now. Hoping to get some last minute new album listens. Well, hey, you came to the right place. Yeah, Nick, me too, bro. Me too. With a National in your top 2. Yikes. I'm joking. That's actually a lovely list. I thought the Mitski album was wonderful. And the Paramore was great. Eve Tuma number 2. Yes, my boy. Ooh. I quite enjoyed this Nourished by Time album. That was pretty sick. This list right here is actually wicked. I'm happy to see Kevin Abstract so high. I thought he did a decent job on that, to be honest. Happy to see Midwest as well. Girl, where's Lana? You're lacking. It's a decent album, but I never felt... Girl, where's Lana? You're lacking. Talk to him, sis. That's going to do it for this reaction video. Thank you, Ryan, for always putting in such great work on your channel every single year. The consistent uploads, the documentation of the year in music, the perspectives you bring, the list, the best to worst, the reviews. Like, it really cannot go unnoticed. It's fucking amazing. You are just a stunning individual, my boy. I always look forward to these lists, whether it's like an end of year list or a mid-year list. You know, you're always doing some great stuff, man. Always something to look forward to on the not real music space. And you're continuing to cultivate an enthusiastic following of passionate music fans who are sharing their favorites, respecting your favorites, because you're just such a kind and inviting, warm soul. And like, how could you not? You're just by default, you're a lovely man. I don't see how anyone could talk shit on your name, my boy. Not even Sufjan Stevens could shit talk you, my boy. Love you, bro. Thank you again for a wonderful video. This was a pleasure to react to, as always. Thanks for watching as well. All of you guys subscribe to me, watching me. Thank you for being wonderful as well. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you on the flip. I'll see you soon, and yeah, peace.